Yeah. The light machine gun was introduced into service with the cavalry in 1935, replacing the water-cooled LMG 08-15. The steel helmet with ears cut out was worn until the end of the decade by the cavalry, signals units, and some other elements. Pretty neat. There are two versions of the carbine scabbard carrier. Here, the older version, in which a strap held the butt of the rifle in the carrier pocket. I'm trying to see where, maybe they're talking about it. I'm not sure. Can't really see it. Oh well. Dismounted cavalry with carbines at heel. Right here. Beginning in 1936, a growing number of bicycle and motor troops joined the cavalry. In each cavalry regiment, the 1st Horse Battalion was joined by a 2nd Battalion, which was a bicycle battalion, which was partially motorized, 18th Cavalry Regiment. Each bicycle troop included a motorcycle section, which transported the heavy machine guns and 50mm light mortars. In the horse regiments, the cavalry gun was pulled by a team of 6 horses. Accordingly, it and its associated front lumbar were fitted with spoked wheels. A cavalry gun in firing position. First armored cars joined the cavalry in 1934, a sign of what was to come. As before, in combat, the saber served as a weapon of attack. The 6 Austrian dragoon troops were incorporated into the German armed forces. Their uniform was distinguished by a fur piece which was worn over the left shoulder. These troops formed the 11th Cavalry Regiment based at Stockerau near Vienna. Or is it Stockerau? Yeah. In the field, horses were fed from so-called forage bags, which was in fact a watering bag made of waterproof duck. A river crossing. Cavalry at war. Crossing the river. Cooperation between horse-mounted and armored units. The last reconnaissance battalions to be formed often had a motorcycle instead of an armored car section. It was less, but could be heard at a distance. A bicycle troop, the 1st Bicycle Battalion during the campaign in Western Europe in 1940. Carbines were no longer worn slung across the back. Instead, they were carried on the crossbar of the motorcycle. I'm sorry, of the bicycle. Horse-mounted patrols proved especially valuable in the difficult terrain conditions that prevailed in the East. Seen here is an improvised horse-mounted patrol of the 36th Motorized Reconnaissance Battalion, photographed on 22/8/1941 during the advance on Leningrad. The riders wore no specialized riding equipment, and they were mounted on captured Russian horses. Pack Starch 34 saddlebags, as well as German Army standard S-bit curb bits with straight bars, were often used, especially for new formations. Carrying the saddlebags. During the French campaign in 1940, the horse had a considerable amount of dead weight to carry in addition to the rider. This is pictures of the 6th Cavalry Regiment. Here, the ammunition section of a horse troops machine gun platoon in Russia in 1941, and these are the 8th Cavalry Regiment. Close-up of cavalry section of 1st Cavalry Division in Russia in 1941. Photograph provides an extremely clear view of this section's arms and equipment, as well as the manner in which they were carried in wartime. It is interesting to note that the trooper on the right of the photo has Type 34 saddlebags on the front of the saddle, as well as the new type saddlebags behind. I guess over here. Above, the first a troop of the 1st Cavalry Division moves out to attack at dawn. Visible in the center of the photo is an MG-34 loaded on a pack horse. Right there. A cavalry troop of the Army Cavalry, which was reestablished in 1943, stick-type hand grenades were often strapped to the Type 34 saddlebags. The Cavalry Brigade's heaviest unit was the Anti-Tank Battalion, which was one equipped with 31 assault guns and 12 20mm flak on self-propelled carriages. Here a Stoke 3 Off-D with a short barrel 75mm gun, 24 calibers, which was called the Stummel. Members of the 1st Cossack Cavalry Division, established in 1943, are sworn in. The Cossacks wore German uniforms with traditional fur caps and emblems. Armament was non-uniform, and riding tack was more or less left to the troopers themselves. The Cossack troop engaged in anti-partisan duties in Croatia in 1944, and the troop commander is armed with a Russian submachine gun, and the men with the Karabiner 98K. Pretty cool. Not bad. $2. And then we have the Waffen-SS in action, Panzerkampf 4, captured tanks under German flags, the Tiger family, Panzer II, and Jagged Panzer. And I paid $2 for all of these books. I'll go through them at a later date. It's getting a little bit late, and this video's already gone on long enough, I think. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll see what happens next week. I gotta wait for the bathroom kinda to dry up a little bit so I can fix that. And I'm one tired guy. I gotta work tonight. Just got off my days off, and it feels like I need another day off before I go back. That ain't gonna happen. So yeah, I kind of like this little thing here. It's pretty cute, and the books were a good buy, and the helmets, they were pretty neat. So all in all, not a bad take. And thanks for watching. I hope you're all doing well. Take care. God bless. And I'll see you out there. Ciao. Be good.